Oi, oi, Captain! Welcome everyone to the Simon Show. We've got more updates today, I'm not gonna lie. We've got some very, and I can't stress the word very enough, incredible updates. Because we're finally getting a view on Leonardo Spinazzola. This guy, as soon as he's back, will immediately, 100% impact Mourinho's Roma. Because up to now, you can really see that Vigna and Calafiori are not the same level Spinazzola is. It's just a statement. They can't, it's physically impossible for them to be like Spinazzola. So, Spinazzola back for AS Roma means a lot. And today, we got some very, extremely important news about Leonardo Spinazzola. Because doctors are saying that Spinazzola's objective right now... Right, first of all, before I explain this, let's just put to practice that there was a picture circulating on the web. Spinazzola running with both of his legs, so his Achilles tendon is fine, and training by himself in Trigoria. This picture, a couple of weeks after this picture, today, the 8th of October, the doctors have said that Spinazzola's objective, as you can read down below, is that to be back playing for Roma the 9th of December in the Europa Conference League against CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria. That is Spinazzola's objective. That is his doctor's objectives. And I can't wait. And I can't wait because I miss seeing Spinazzola sprinting down that line. I miss Spinazzola from the Euros. You know, if Spinazzola can get that fitness that he was during the Euros, he can improve AS Roma by a lot. And I can't stress this enough. Obviously, he broke his Achilles tendon in July. And obviously, as soon as he's back, you know, we won't see the best Spinazzola. Because it's physically impossible for a player that broke his Achilles tendon to, you know, step up back in the pitch and immediately perform. And I'm sure there will be AS Roma haters out there that as soon as Spinazzola will get back playing the first match, and will obviously not play in the best way because he stopped playing for about like more than 5 months. There are gonna be AS Roma haters going, Spinazzola's shit. No, you can't say that. Because we need to expect Spinazzola not being 100% fit. And this is a statement, right? You know, as I said before, it's physically impossible for a player, especially a player who broke his Achilles tendon, a very, delicate part of your foot, being and already giving that impact. You know, Korstop didn't do that. And, you know, Korstop has been playing for Roma for 3 months now. So having Spinazzola back is incredible because this guy can impact your club by a lot. And it can give you that boost, that sprint down that, you know, those assists, those penalties. You know, he's one of those players which dribbles in the box and the players can't stop his speed and they'll foul him. You know, Spinazzola being back means a lot for AS Roma. It means bloody a lot for this club because they miss a player like Spinazzola. But at the same time, you know, we gotta give Spinazzola time because he will be back from a very serious injury, a very delicate injury, I should say, you know, involving the Achilles tendon. So we have to expect him performing, but not in the level he was performing in the Euro 2020s. At least for this season. Then, you know, as soon as he plays more matches, he'll get that momentum back in his legs. And that's it. That's when Spinazzola is finally regenerated. That's when a star is finally born. You know, the Queen, the movie, they should make it on Spinazzola. So that it's incredible news. And you can see that all of us, you know, it's Friday night, we're probably buzzing about that. But I'm probably more buzzing about the fact that Spinazzola's back from his injury. Because as I repeat, it means a lot. It means so much for Roma. Because, you know, I'm not blaming Vigna. I'm not blaming Calafiori. I think they've got great potentials. But at the same time, I expected this from the very start of July. You know, whichever left back Roma would buy, replacing Spinazzola because of his injury, would never be the same levels as Spinazzola. So that's just what's happening. I'm not criticizing Vigna here. I'm just saying that when Spinazzola is back, he can learn a lot. He can improve a lot because they're two very similar players who love attacking. But at the same time, when Spinazzola is back, Vigna won't have that many minutes in his legs. In fact, that is when, if Spinazzola is back, if Calafiori performs well, then Vigna will barely even play. So that is where I think Roma and the staff, Roma's owners, Thiago Pinto, should consider maybe onto loaning what's his name again, Vigna out, because I seriously think that Spinazzola and what's his name again, Vigna have incredible potentials. They can bond well together. They can learn. From each other, especially Vigna from Spinazzola. But at the same time, as soon as Spinazzola gets that momentum back in his legs, he is not getting off that pitch. And you've seen this in the Euros. I'm sure every one of you guys watching this live stream right now and tuning in has seen the Euros. And, I might be biased here because I'm a Roma fan, but at the same time, I think many people can agree that Spinazzola was the best left back in Euro 2020. And I'm going to put a full stop on that because it is the reality. So Spinazzola today, the doctor said that his objective, and we're most likely going to see him back the 9th of December in the Europa Conference League against CSKA Sofia. I just realized I made a silly spelling mistake. So let me correct it. And no, I did it again. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's Friday night. Don't blame me. But I think this is great news once again. Because why is it great news? We're already talking about how he can impact the squad. But it is great news if you compare what the doctor said as soon as Spinazzola got injured. As soon as Spinazzola got injured, a few weeks after his operation, which happened 3 days later after his injury against Belgium in the Euro 2020, the doctors were saying Spinazzola just had a very, very, very delicate injury. Spinazzola will be back for Mourinho in March and April. That is what doctors said at the very start of Spinazzola's injury rehabilitation, whatever you want to call it. Today, the 8th of October, which is, July, August, July, August, September, roughly 3 months later, doctors say that he will be back in December. And his objective will be back, is to be back in December. And that means that, if you compare what doctors said at the start to what they're saying now, it means that Spinazzola can have an extra December, January, February, and March. Extra 4 months of impact for this club to get that momentum back in his legs. So it's great news, and I can't stress this enough. Now, obviously, there could be negatives of this. Rushing rehabilitations for players can be problems. The doctors want to get Spinazzola back playing as quick as possible. But at the same time, they need to be careful because look at Paulo Dybala at Juventus. The doctors are rushing his rehabilitation every time he gets injured, and as soon as he steps back on the pitch, he gets injured once again. Dybala is extremely injury prone. He always gets a muscle injury. Look at Florenzi when he played for Roma. He broke his ACL. Medicals rushed his rehabilitation. He then played 2 matches, and after those 2 matches, he broke the ACL once again. So, at the same time, I want Spinazzola as quick as possible, because he can impact this club in the best way possible. But at the same time, this goes out there for any medicals, any doctors out there. Be careful. Do not rush Spinazzola's rehabilitation. Because for injury-prone players like Spinazzola and all of these players, rushing their rehabilitation means that as soon as they step back on the pitch, bang, they get injured again. And that means that they've destroyed their career. Look at Florenzi, he's not the same player as before. Look at Dybala, he's not the same player as before. So I really think doctors need to be careful on this. I understand them wanting to rush the entire situation, and it might be a bonus for us because that means that we can Spinazzola back playing as soon as possible. But at the same time, do not rush this, because we've seen what happens to many players who rushed the rehab. So it's a very delicate state, but I think it's great news seeing that Spinazzola has an objective in his mind. That focus, that mindset is telling us that Spinazzola wants to be back the 9th of December in the Europa Conference League against CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria. Now, let's read some comments. Lorenzo Piercing, in my opinion, he's the best left back, if not top 3 left backs in the world. It's unfortunate talented players like Zaniolo and Spina get injured. Yeah, I think after what he's shown us the last year, he's improved so much, and I'm gonna say that he was one of the best left backs out there. The squad is great, just need a strong defense. Definitely agree on that. Emerson isn't bad, but when Spina left, Italy was significantly less attacking, comfortable in the back. This is the same situation with Roma and Vigna. Yeah, and speaking about Emerson, Emerson was one of those players which were linked to Roma when they were searching a new player to substitute Spinazzola. Emerson already had a past at Roma. Emerson already knows Roma, and Emerson was a big key. Emerson and Rudiger, which both had a past at Roma, were a big key when it comes to unlocking the Abraham deal, because they were the ones who convinced Abraham to come to Roma as well as Jose. So I think Emerson is a great. I think he once again he was one of those players which did well 1 or 2 seasons at Roma and then got injured. It's this trend that many Roma players get injured. So Spinazzola's medicals, doctors out there, do not rush Spinazzola's rehab. That's just the only thing I'm asking. What are your top 4 predictions for the Serie A for the end of the season? Mate, it's a bit early to say this. It's October, but if you really want me to say them up to now, I'm going Napoli-Milan, definitely. Napoli-Milan, Inter, definitely. And then the 4th spot is a big fight between Atalanta, Roma, and Juventus, in my opinion. So, you know what? I'm going to be positive and say Roma 4th. But at the same time, I cannot see Juventus not getting in a top 4. It's just mind-blowing if they don't. And plus, Juventus are getting back. They're starting to get those streaks, and they want that Champions League zone. That's for sure. But right, onto the second topic of the day. We spoke about Spinazzola. Let's speak about Veretout, because Veretout, I actually made a mistake. In a few streams ago, I did say that Veretout didn't get a call from the Champs, but he actually did. And he got subbed in yesterday in that thrilling match, Belgium against France. It was Belgium was leading 2-0, and then France won 3-2. And on Sunday, they were playing the final against Spain, which beat Italy. Congrats to them. I'll obviously be supporting Spain all life long after what Luis Enrique said about Italy in the Euros this summer. Such a humble man, Luis Enrique is. I think Luis Enrique should be someone everyone needs to look up to, because he's such a masterclass. After obviously what happened to him with his daughter, he's such a positive-minded lad. I'll definitely be supporting Spain in the final, and Italy will be playing Sunday earlier at 3 p.m. Italian time against Belgium for the 3rd and 4th final position. But Veretout is actually very close to renewing his contract in January for AS Roma, and this is great, because Mourinho is making us know, and he's making us clear, the players that he wants to renew for Roma and the players which he doesn't really care about. Pellegrini, in many press conferences, he said, let Pellegrini renew his contract, and Pellegrini did. Mancini is the next one, Veretout is the next one, and Cristante is the next one. Yes, Cristante will be one of them as well. But Veretout is very close to renewing his contract in January. He wants to stay. His agent said that he's 100% happy at Roma. He's very glad to have a manager like Mourinho managing him. And he has spoken about objectives this season. And he said that Roma have clear objectives that they'll be trying to fight on. So Veretout, in my opinion, is one of those players which I agree with Mourinho needs to renew his contract as soon as possible. Because fit Veretout can do multiple tasks at Roma. He defends, he scores, and he takes penalties, and he gives those assists. That's exactly what Veretout does. He does everything. And in the defensive section, what's it called? Oh my god, my words don't get to me. It's Friday. Don't blame me. In the defensive midfielder section, Cristante is not that aggressive. Diawara is not that aggressive. Villar is not that aggressive. And Veretout is the only one remaining, maybe with Darboy, which do the entire job when it comes to the defensive midfield section. Veretout is a lung for AS Roma. He is the third lung of this squad. He's the one who runs every time, who slide tackles, and who fights. So having a player like Veretout who wants to renew his contract, whose mindset is ready at Roma, it can mean a lot. And I am very, very, very happy to say that every single Roma fan out there will be happy to see Veretout renewing his contract. Up to now, Veretout needs to focus on doing well this season with AS Roma before obviously getting on to signing that contract in January. We've got some very important months before that. October, November, and December. And in these 3 months, he needs to convince us. He needs to keep that aggressiveness. He needs to keep that momentum. He has to score more goals. And after that, then he can 100% renew that contract. Up to now, I think he needs to... He started the season in the best way possible. He scored quite a few goals in the first matches. And then he kind of had a drop when it comes to the attacking section. He wasn't scoring that much. But in the defensive midfield section, he is one bloody lung extra that Roma have. So Veretout is very, very close on renewing his contract in January, and the following players will obviously be Mancini and Cristante, which are the players which Mourinho wants to prioritize the renewal of their contracts as soon as possible. Right. We talked about everything today. It's the daily news. We spoke about Spinazzola'S injury. His objective is to get back on the pitch the 9th of December against CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria in the Europa Conference League. And we talked about Veretout being very, very, very close onto renewing his contract in January. Before I leave you guys, let's read some last comments. Roma first, Renzo P is saying, wow, very positive. Just wondering, are you a Messi or Ronaldo person? It might be controversial, but I'm actually a Ronaldo person. Let me know. Everyone in the live chat, comment Messi or Ronaldo. I'm actually a Ronaldo person because I love and I admire Ronaldo's mindset and focus, which I think Messi dreams to have. I think, Ronaldo's that he's ready for these matches. Messi is the talent Ronaldo. I think, once again, this argument should not be an argument. This argument should... Messi and Ronaldo are two players which everyone compare, but in my opinion, you can't compare them. They're the best players out there. Messi has some things which Ronaldo doesn't have, like, the talent, the dribbles, the free kicks. But Ronaldo has something that Messi doesn't have. The mindset, the focus, the strength, the physicality, the headers, and, the ability to score amazing goals like bicycle kicks. That's on Ronaldo's side. So there are two players which you can't absolutely compare. But if someone points a gun at me and says Ronaldo or Messi, I am obviously gonna say Ronaldo because of his mindset. Not because of, I think, Messi doesn't have the skills and the talent Ronaldo doesn't have. Because once again, there are two players which you can't compare. When it comes to mindset, which is extremely important in football, I think Messi dreams to have a mindset like Ronaldo. I'll be supporting Spain as well just because France are too egotistical. Should we get Belotti when his contract expires? No. I'm actually saying no because we have Abraham and we need to deal with Abraham. We need to be happy with Abraham and we need to grow Abraham. Belotti, in my opinion, is another one of those players which always gets injured. So don't buy Belotti. I think Fiorentina are interested in Belotti because of it. Fiorentina are interested in Belotti or Brigham Mayoral to substitute Vlahovic. But I wanna see Abraham be the future of this club. So do not buy Belotti because I want to see Tammy Boy conquering and invading the Stadio Olimpico. By the way, what was that 10-second stop I just did? That silence, awkward moment? I don't know. Ronnie, Spain wins against France. Are you going anywhere during Christmas holidays? Actually, I'm not sure. I might be going to Germany or what's it called? Or Amsterdam. So, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Maybe not the greatest, but my favorite is forever Maradona. Yeah, such a shame we don't have HD footage of him. Imagine Maradona, Pele, Messi, and Ronaldo playing in the same era. It would be absolutely insane. Just imagine. Also, lads, it's nothing to do with Roma, but it's very, very interesting. The 30 candidates for the Ballon d'Or winner in 2021 have been released. Let's read them because. Ooh, we've got some breaking news. There has been a fire in Andorra's stadium where England are supposed to play tonight. And therefore England is very, very, very unlikely to play that match tonight. Abraham will not be playing against Andorra, therefore, because there has been a fire at the Andorra stadium. That's very, 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 very rare, but it has happened. Breaking news. The 30 candidates are... I'm going to read them, and at the end of every one, I'm going to say if I agree or I don't agree. Azpilicueta, no. Barella, yes. Benzema, yes. Bonucci, no. De Bruyne, yes. Chiellini, yes. Ronaldo, yes. Ruben Diaz, no. Donnarumma, yes. Bruno, yes. Foden, no. I think he's too young. He's great. He's got great potentials, but I don't think he deserves. Haaland, yes. Jorginho, no. It might be controversial because I'm Italian, but I do not think Jorginho deserves. He deserves to be in the candidates, but I don't think he deserves to win it. So, yes for being in the candidates, no for the winner. Harry Kane. Until he plays for Tottenham, I'm gonna say no. I mean, yes for the candidates, but I don't think Kane deserves to win it at all. Kante, yes. Kante needs to win it. That's it. That's a statement. Kier, no. By the way, they put Kier just because of that Eriksen, which he's been a hero in that Eriksen episode in the Euros. They put Kier just for that, in my opinion, which he acted top class. He was a hero for Eriksen's life. So just for that, I think he deserves to be in the candidates. Lewandowski, yes. I think Lewandowski or Kante need to win it this season. Lukaku, yes. Mahrez, no. Lautaro Martinez, no. Mbappe, yes. Messi, yes. Modric, yes. Gerard Moreno, no. Mason Mount, yes. Neymar, it's controversial. Yes, because he's Neymar, but I'm not sure. Pedri, yes. Salah, yes. Sterling, no. Suarez, yes. That's it. Do the same in the comments as soon as this live stream becomes a video. You are always on point, Simon. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Right, lads. Enjoy your Friday night. If you're new here, please subscribe. Like this live stream as soon as it becomes a video. Follow me on Instagram at _, The Simon Show. Have a wonderful Friday evening with your families, friends. Enjoy some international football, and I'll catch you tomorrow with more updates. Good night, take care, and I'll catch you soon. Simon out.